Hello, hello, everyone. How's your Monday? How's everyone's Monday? Can everybody hear me? Check one, two. Hello, hello. Hi. Anyone here? Mic check. Anyone here? Check one, two. Looks like nobody is here except for you. Can you hear the background music? Is it very loud? Mic check. Yo. But I can hear now. Yeah. Let me see how many people is here. Okay, today's show is very different. Okay. Yeah. How many of you are inside? I'm not too sure whether I should start now or not because it's in front is quite content heavy. So people who miss the front will not know what's going on. Yeah, so today's topic is actually okay, you all see this pretty girl, right? That I posted on my event. Okay, so can anyone tell me who is this girl? No prizes though. But can anybody tell me? Anyone? Yeah, today's episode definitely has to do with the song. John, you are correct. It's definitely have to do with this song. So it's a very easy clue already. Who is this girl? Why am I posting this girl on my event page? Yeah, I think maybe if I tell you her name, maybe you will have guessed what is today's topic about. Okay, actually, this person is called Virginia Madsen. Okay? I will just, since nobody is participating, I'll just disclose everything. So today I'm actually doing a movie review. Yes, I've been wanting to do a movie review for quite a long time. So last week I heard Mambo Jumbo Tuition going through the song for Together in Electric Dreams, and he actually posted something on his event page. I'm not sure if anyone clicked the video to watch, but I'm going to show you that video later. Okay, that video is actually a clip from the movie Electric Dreams. Okay, Electric Dreams, this movie was released in 1984, so it's a very long time ago show. Yeah. And this beautiful girl is the female lead. Okay, and of course, in the story, her name is called Madeline. Yeah, and of course we have the male lead. Just let me show you his photo. So this is the male lead. Okay, maybe some of you have seen his photo somewhere before or whatever. Yeah, so this is the male lead. Okay, just let me get his name on the screen. Okay, this actor's name is called Lenny Von Dolan. Okay, he is probably in his 60s now. Yeah, so he plays the role of Miles Harding. Okay, so just let me, since I already disclosed what movie I'm reviewing, so there's no need to go through the questions which I prepared beforehand. So like I say, this movie was first released in the US on 20th July 1984. So, are you all born yet or not? I was just 4 years old, you know. I'm only just 4 years old. Are you all born yet? Yeah. So this was a long time ago show. And back then, not all the US movies get shown in Singapore. So this movie was actually not released theatrically in Singapore. Never. It never went on the big screen at all. Yeah. So however, our good friend Warner Brothers actually released a video CD version of this in 2001 for the Singapore market. Yeah, so I wonder how many of you watched this movie before? So how many of you watched this movie before? Yeah. So this is like the poster for the movie. Okay. Electric Dreams. Anybody watch this movie? Frankly speaking, I never watched this movie before. I watched it just yesterday. No, technically speaking, this morning. Yeah. So I watched this movie just this morning. So it's a pretty short movie, about 1 hour and 30 minutes, and the typical. From the photo, you will see that this Miles Harding guy is a very nerdy person. Okay, so just let me tell you the story plot. What the story plot is about. Okay, you can see from the poster, there is one female lead, one male lead, and a computer. Yes, the computer is a co-star. Okay, so this story is about a love triangle between these three parties. Okay, the male lead, the female lead, and the computer. So, I mean, I can relate because in modern days, we guys also have this kind of dilemma. It's quite true for most guys, because we went through a phase whereby we have to choose between our computer games or our girl. Sometimes you are gaming halfway, and then your girl starts calling and texting, and then you're like, "Walao, why she's calling at this time? I'm going to win already. I'm going to game already. I'm going to, and then suddenly you have to choose, what to do. Put down your controller and then pick up the call, and then, so I totally can relate. But can you imagine? This is set in 1984. It's in the 80s. Yeah. So imagine in the 80s, there's already this situation happening. So it's quite how would I say? It's quite real, in this world. Sometimes we have to choose between computer and then our girlfriend and stuff. Yeah. So let me just get to the characters. Okay. So like I say, there's three main characters. There is Miles, there is the computer, and there is Madeline. Okay. So I'm not going to tell you like the whole story, because I would rather you go and watch this movie. Okay. Of course, if you have the VCD format, it's good for you. But if you don't have, you can go to a certain tube website to watch. I cannot say in details because it's against the law. It's like the piracy, yeah. So I cannot give you the exact link to go to watch. But there is a few versions online where you can easily find and watch. Yeah, but if you really like to buy a version, VCD version, or even I don't think there's a DVD because I went to search on it on Amazon and other US websites. There is only VCD version, so God knows how long that person has been holding on to the VCD. You're definitely not going to get a first-hand VCD. It is definitely a second-hand. But if you really like old movies, you like to collect, yes, go ahead. Please go to Amazon to buy. Go to other US websites to find and buy. Yeah. Locally, I can't find any websites which sell this movie. Yeah, but like I say, you can go to certain online, like the red color words one, the website with the red color words, something tube one, yeah, that tube thing lah. Yeah, you can go to the tube thing to watch. Yeah, so let's get down to the character. Okay, so of course when we go to the character, I must go flash the character. Okay, so who is this person? Okay, Miles Harding is an architect. Okay, during the front part of the story, they will introduce this character already. So he's an architect. In short, look at his style, his spectacles and how he wears. He's an old-fashioned nerd. Yeah, very old-fashioned nerd. So, the story started like Okay, I won't get into details. So basically, he's late for work. So his so-called buddy in the office suggested to him, why not you get a digital organizer? You know, back then in the 80s, the digital organizer is like our smartphone like that. Very stylo one. Yeah, like something like this, you know, one brick, and then there's a lot of keypad. You know, the keypad is the Q is the ASD one, is the QWERTY, yeah, it's the QWERTY keyboard. You know, something like BlackBerry, but it's a bigger version. It's almost like this size. Yeah. So his buddy actually recommended that he get a digital organizer, so he can be more organized, and then he won't like always late or pass the deadline. Then he can't do things. He forgets. So taking this into consideration, he went to a computer shop. You know, our so-called what's that shop? Challenger, something like Challenger, sells a lot of computer stuff. So he's asking the staff, so can I get a digital? Can I get an organizer? He said. So the lady was like, what type of organizer? And he said, something that helps me remember and get organized. So the lady said, oh, you wanted a Casio digital organizer, but we ran out of it. So then the lady was very clever, tried to hard sell him like the huge personal computer, you know, like the desktops that we have. So the story went on that the lady was introducing him a computer. So let me try to find whether I have how the computer. Yeah, this was the scene. Okay, so this was the scene whereby he went to get a organizer, but instead he bought the whole PC home. Yeah, back then it was called a personal computer. Okay, so now that he has got a computer, he's very into, you know, like the first time you get your computer, you know, you still remember the first time when you get your computer, you're like, wow, you know, I'm gonna stay on it and use it all day, you know. Yeah, so that's what he did. He is like trying to use the computer to develop his ideas to get him organized. Yeah. So but initially, because he's like a very old-fashioned, so initially he's unable to correctly operate the computer. Okay. So during the setup, the computer asks him to type his name. So instead of typing Miles, M-I-L-E-S, he typed Moles, M-O-L-E-S. And ever since then, the computer is stuck with Moles. So the computer greeted him with, hi Moles, what can I do for you? Something like that. So he's like, but he's still very intrigued with this new technology. So he bought numerous extra gadgets. Can you imagine in the movie, he's able to configure his computer to on and off the lights. Mind you, it's the 80s, okay? He's able to configure his computer on off his lights. He's able to fix a digital lock on his door. He's able to start his blender automatically when he wants to. And even, you know, the toothbrush, the one with the rotating head, he's able to use the computer to control. But I don't know why it's very weird. Yeah. So he tried to build his house into like a digital hub, like what we are going through now. You know, the digital phase. I think some of you might have like a home hub thing where you can press one button and then your lights is on, or you say some words and the lights is on or something, so you can control multiple devices at home. That's what he used his computer for in the 80s. Yeah. So back then, imagine you are a 80s person. Back then, you're sitting down watching this movie, you'll be like, wow, because these ideas only started to realize, you know, in our current century. The previous century, it is just imagination. You know, but the script is good, you know, whatever. They really take into consideration the real AI, you know, the computer, the AI is, how AI is going to work, how AI is going to help us in our daily lives. Yeah. So he ends up buying a lot of accessories to control his household appliances. He even bought a speech synthesizer and then a microphone, just to play around with the computer. Okay, so then one day, he's trying to download. He even tried to hack into his office computer using his computer at home. So, they have this dial-up modem, so it's like, then he connected to his office boss computer and tried to download the entire database from the computer into his computer. But because the data was so big that his own computer get overheated. So he has no choice. He grabbed the nearest thing available to splash down on his computer because he's already like smoking. So imagine what did he grab? He grabbed a bottle of champagne. But the magical thing is, this is how the magic happens, After he poured the champagne to cool down his computer, right, his computer came alive. Like really alive. Like it's not only responding to commands you type in, it can respond back to you automatically like the AI we have now. It has the ability to learn things. Yeah, back then in the 80s, this is something very forward, well, you would never heard of, you never think of. So when I was watching the movie, I'm actually watching it in the mindset of an 80s kid, or 80s guy. So it's really very interesting. Yeah. So then comes this female lead. Okay. So who is Madeline? Yeah. So in the story, this Chobu here is Madeline. Okay. There's a little background. She's a musician and she plays the cello. Okay. And she moved in on the first day where Miles get his personal computer. So, Miles have already set up everything, and then he still splashed champagne over whatever. So the computer is already alive. So what this thing does is, in US, they share the same air vent. Only in US we have, they have the centralized air vent. When it's too cold, they'll shut the vents. When it's warm in the room, they open the vents so that the cold air comes in. Yeah, that's what the vent is used for. So one day when this Madeline is practicing on her cello, right? This computer, while Miles is at work, Miles went office already. Miles went office to work, but his computer is on. So when the computer hears Madeline's cello music, this computer actually elaborates a parallel variation of the piece. So it's like becoming a duet, So it's like Madeline plays something, and then the computer plays something in return, using the computer sounds, something like the organ sound, yeah. So in the movie, the sound sounds like an organ sound. So believing, she thought that the person playing was Miles. She thought that Miles was engaging her in a duet. So even before Madeline has really talked to Miles, she really began to have fancy him, because he's she thought that, wow, this guy is so talented in music. Yeah, but movie plots is always the same, Pretty girls will always have boyfriend. Yeah, so this Madeline actually belongs to orchestra. Okay, in the orchestra, in the cello section, there is a very handsome guy. Yeah, the Qing Di is always the handsome guy. If you see the male lead is a very tut person, then the Qing Di definitely is a very handsome guy. It's always the story is always like that one. So let me try to get a photo of this Qing Di. Okay. Yeah. So this is actually a screen grab of what Miles did to the computer when the computer is smoking. So he actually drenched it with his champagne. He grabbed the nearest water source, basically. Yeah. So let's see. You see that pretty boy behind? Yep. That pretty boy is actually the current boyfriend of this Madeline. Yeah. So, wow. Okay, I'm not going real into details of this. Okay, the boyfriend is a fellow musician called Bill. So I'm not going to go into their triangle, which is Bill, Miles, and Madeline. So their triangle is relatively short in the movie because Madeline always have more preference for Miles because she heard the duet and then she's very impressed. Yeah, so basically, soon enough on that night, should we say on that day? On the following day, Madeline actually confronted Miles and asked him what instrument is he playing because she has never heard the sound before. But Miles said, no, I don't play any instrument. I'm not musically talented. But Madeline don't believe. So Miles got a little bit curious. So he went back home to check on his computer. And then is that night when he was sleeping, then he realized the computer is mimicking him, talking like him, and then the computer is having its own subconscious, It's like AI, doing things on its own. Yeah, so once Miles knows that this computer is actually alive, yeah, this is the computer that he bought. So once that he knows that this computer has a life of its own, he actually requested. He had a conversation with the computer, It's like what I'm doing now, and I'm talking to my computer. He's actually had a conversation with the computer and asked the computer to help him how should I say, create a piece, a music, because he wanted to impress Madeline. Okay, so this computer being alive and being like curious, really did a musical piece, created a musical piece for Madeline. So soon enough, he started to impress Madeline, and then Madeline always got misunderstood that he is very musically inclined, he's very talented, and so soon the love is very deep between Madeline and Miles. But the computer suddenly gets jealous because the computer is making music for Madeline, and he knows he's making music for someone upstairs because he heard the computer heard the music from upstairs when he's mimicking the music. And then during the conversation with Miles, he also knows, the computer also knows that this is a girl, but because he's still a new artificial intelligence, so he has no gender. He's not guy, he's not girl, he's no gender. He's in the 中间. Yeah. So he's very curious. He always tell Miles, can I meet her? Why can't I meet her? Something like that. So soon, this computer gets very jealous of Miles because Miles is always spending time with Madeline and not spending time with the computer. So one day the computer got frustrated. So you know what the computer did? While Miles and and Madeline is dating, this computer actually cancels all Miles' card. Yeah, this computer went up the internet, the bank website, and cancelled bank database and cancelled all his cards, and then registered him as an armed and dangerous criminal. So when he's like paying for things, in a shop, they actually saw a report with his face on it saying that he's an armed and dangerous criminal. So it's like it's very bad, but soon Miles knows what's going on. So Miles immediately sends Madeline home, and he went home to confront the computer. Okay, when he confronted the computer, right, the computer got really mad because computer insisted on, who is Madeline? He wants to meet her. The computer wants to meet her. Now this photo is when they are very in love, okay. Yeah, you see, so when they are in love, the computer is not happy. The computer is jealous. Yeah. So what the computer did, the computer screws all of the household electronics, harass Miles, making like the microwave explode, and then the fridge door suddenly opens and closes, and then the blender start blending very hard until the juices all come out, things like that. Yeah, but it, like most olden day movies, right, always have happy ending. Always have happy ending. So eventually this computer accepts Madeline and Miles' love for each other. And then this computer decides to kill himself. Yeah. So how do we decide to commit suicide? This computer sends a large electric current through the modem around the world, and then when the current hits back to the computer will fry, will no longer be used. And when the computer is committing this suicide, he actually, not he, I mean the computer actually tells Miles that he, not he, I mean he has no gender. The computer actually tells Miles his name. He actually has a name, okay, but he has no gender. So the computer's name is called Edgar. It was only revealed at the very last part of the movie when he's about to commit suicide that he told Miles that my name is Edgar. Nice to meet you. Goodbye. And then Miles was like, why goodbye? But so he says that he don't want to get in the way of human love because Edgar will never understand human love because Edgar is an AI. Yeah. So true enough, the current came back to Edgar, and Edgar really fried, and the whole computer screen just exploded. The whole computer exploded right in front of Miles. So there's no more computer. Of course, in English movies, I mean in the US movies, there's always some saucy scenes, Of course, I cannot screen grab the saucy scenes now because this one is, my show is always family friendly, correct? So this is one of the more okay photos screen grabs that I can get of the saucy scenes. So there's more than one. Okay, technically there's only one saucy scenes, but there's another one which the door closes. Okay, never mind. You all watch the movie. That one is use your imagination. Okay. But this one is when after a date, and then Miles brought her back to his house. So they had a very funny conversation when they are about to get down on it, right? So Miles, being the nerdy guy, he asked, "What if we don't like each other?" Then Madeline replied, "One of us have to move." Okay, one of us have to move. I thought this line was quite smart. Yeah. Then, as they slowly went down to the bed, Miles, being the nerdy guy, asked again, "What if we like each other?" And then Madeline replies with the same answer, "One of us have to move." Which implied that if they like each other, one of them have to move to the other person's house, which I think is it's like a hidden sweetness in this message. It's like a very, very smart use of words. Yeah. So, okay, let's talk about the last part already. So, what is the last part about? Okay, the last part. Okay, this is actually wait, I need to show this enlarged, because if not, you all can't see. Can I bring it? Okay, spotlight. Okay, in the olden days, right, in the 1980s, no, they don't have, they rarely have the World Wide Web. Even if they have, it's not so advanced. So everything is billboard ads. So this is one of their billboard ads, which I think is quite nicely done. Yeah. Because this one is, back then the billboard ads are not photo, because photo, it's very expensive, to print photo on a very large scale, So this one is actually like a comic version. It's drawn, it's painted. So this really brings us back, to the 80s, where you think how the advertising goes, I mean, it's just very unique. Nowadays, you just see, you even have like 3D screens showing 3D commercials. But back then, it is just cartoons. I would say this is a cartoon, this painted color, So it's really very nice. So at the last part, the last ending part of the movie, after Edgar, committed suicide, then our favorite song came out. Together in Electric Dreams. Yes, this is the movie that made this song famous. Yeah. So this Together in Electric Dreams actually came out only at the last scene, where Madeline and Miles goes on a vacation together. So they are seated in the car, and then suddenly this Together in Electric Dreams music was played. And then when it is playing, the radio has Edgar's voice. So Edgar said, "I am dedicating this song to the ones I love." Yeah. So this song is Together in Electric Dreams. And then the credits start to roll, and then as the song goes, and then this song is heard all over California. Yeah. And including they show a scene of a radio station, with the boss running into the recording room and asking them, "What is this? Who's playing this song?" And then the producer was like stunned. The radio DJ was like stunned. "I'm not even playing this song. I never play any music at all. This music just go on, because this is all done by Edgar." Yeah. The AI computer, And Jojo Morita is actually had a cameo role in this last part. He's acting as the producer in the radio station. Yeah. So if you want to catch a glimpse of him, but it only happens only in the movie. At the last part, you will see his face. Yeah. You will see the very young Jojo Morita face. Yeah. Okay, so I think I've talked really enough. So this is the soundtrack for this movie, Electric Dreams, and I will have to say all the songs are really nice. In fact, I'm going to play all the songs later in my set. Yes, I'll try to put in all the soundtracks first. So later during my set, you will definitely hear the soundtracks. Yeah. So what else do I want to get into? Let me see. Yeah. So maybe I'll talk a little bit deeper into the production of our favorite track. The Together Electric Dreams. Yeah, it's very awesome. The track. You are thinking it's such an awesome track must have been gone through a lot of production process. But no, back then everything was chip chop, fast. So Jojo Morita was hired as the composer of for most of the music in this movie. Yeah, and so he wrote the melody for Together in Electric Dreams. Yeah, and he only inputted some temporary lyrics, which the director and the producer doesn't like. So they're thinking, who should we get to sing this song, to lyric it? So they thought of Phil Oakley. So Phil Oakley apparently wrote the new lyrics to Together in Electric Dreams. That means the current lyrics that we are listening now inside the car ride to the recording studio on the back of his cigarette box. So basically, he's just listening to the melody of Together in Electric Dreams inside the car on the way to the studio. And he just wrote the lyrics on the back of his cigarette box. And guess what? This song is completed in just 2 takes in the studio on the same day. So can you see the amount of talent these guys have, back then? 2 takes, and the lyrics is written on the back of a cigarette box. The lyrics that we love so much, Together in Electric Dreams. So, I'm very overwhelmed by their talent. So I think I have probably talked enough, although I started late, but I really can talk so much with nobody responding. But I hope it's informative. I try to make this informative. Maybe next time I will include some questions. But because I think just now during the start there wasn't much interaction when I asked the first few questions. So I dumped the questioning part and I got down to the story proper. So maybe next time when I do another movie review, this is just a new format that I wanted to try. So maybe next time I should give you all advance notice lah. I will post whatever movie that I want to review, and then see how. Maybe there will be more participation or what. Yeah. Okay. So without any further ado, let me take you on an audio-visual trip of this movie. So whatever I said just now is summarized into this short 6-minute clip. Okay? And playing to the song Together in Electric Dreams. Okay? So I just want you all to enjoy. Yeah. Just let me get the song ready, to get the clip ready. I'm not sure if you all are seeing this. Oh no, okay, you all are not seeing this. Okay, let me screen grab. Okay, I hope you all are tuning in, because this will be the trailer for this movie. Yeah, I think maybe y'all have seen it before already. Some of you might have. Definitely, Ivan have, because Ivan did this song last week. He definitely seen this before. He even posted this on his event page. Yeah. So this is the summary of this whole movie. Okay, just let me get Dick going. Yeah, just hold on. Sorry, I think something wrong with the audio. Let me start again. Sorry. Just hold on. The audio should be okay now. Yep, so this is the video. Yeah, I hope you all like it. Basically, from the video, you already seen some of the scenes that I talked about just now. But it's just more than that. You need to really get to watch the movie. I encourage everyone who loves this song to actually watch the movie. Yeah. So, like I was saying just now, there are many other songs which is nice in this soundtrack. So I'm going to start playing my live set now, and I'm going to stick closely to this soundtrack first. Yeah. So without further ado, I think y'all have been listening to me talk non-stop for almost an hour already. Yeah. So let me play some music. Yeah, definitely I will start with all of these songs here, and because I'm trying to, transition from song to song, so I may not start in sequence. Yeah, but I will flash the song name so you all know which song I'm playing. All right. So let me get spot like this. And then, yeah. Okay. So here goes my first song. So this first song is actually the Madeline's practice session, which is overheard by the computer, and then the computer did his version, and then they did like a duet kind of thing. This song is actually the song that the computer wrote for Madeline on Miles' request.
Love is everywhere that you go. You don't have to touch it to feel. Love is every second we steal. Love is nothing without you. Love is everything you do. Open up your eyes and you will see. Love is everything to me. You don't have to touch it to be wrapped up in emotion like me. Everyone must feel how I do, yeah. Love is just to be close to you. Love is nothing without you. Love is everything you do. Open up your closer to you. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba.
Yeah, so the singer for this song, many people will see familiar name, Culture Club. The people behind Karma Chameleon. Yes, Karma Chameleon. Don't you just love all the oldies tracks?
You don't have to touch it to know. Love is everywhere that you go. You don't have to touch it to feel.
The lyrics is very nice.
Love is every second we steal. Love is nothing without you. Love is everything you do. Open up your eyes and you can see. Love is everything to me. Love is nothing without you. Love is everything you do. Like Alice in Wonderland, the dream takes you by the hand. Inside emotions that you might not feel, if by some notion the dream was not real. The dream, the dream, the dream. Watching the colors as they run, figures emote like the sun. Lovers can dream, devils can dream. You ain't been nowhere until you have seen the dream, the dream, the dream.
Yep, this is the duet that I was talking about just now. So 80s this song. most of the soundtracks have the keyword electric dreams inside.
Tell me, boy, do you have room in your heart for the computer boo? This promises that you owe for toys. Stood by the bus stop with a felt pen in this suburban hell. And in the distance, a police car to break the suburban spell. Let's take a ride, run with the dogs tonight in suburbia. You can hide, run with the dogs tonight in suburbia. Break a window by the town hall, listen a siren screams. There in the distance, like a roll call of all the suburbia.
quiet sia tonight. Jialat.
It's a fool's game. It's a shame, shame. Feel, 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 feel the heartache. It's a heartache. Fool's game. It's a fool's game. Shame, shame. I can't take it. Feel, 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 feel the heartache. Fool's game. Shame, shame. It's a heartache and I feel the pain.
When I'm with you, baby, are you out of my head? And I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. All the things you do to me and everything you say. I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. We slip and slide as we fall in love, and I just can't seem to get enough. We walk together, we're walking down the street. I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. Every time I think of you, I know we have to meet. I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. It's getting harder and tougher in love, and I just can't seem to get enough. Just can't get enough. I 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 just can't get enough.
Well, Joanna, she runs a country. She runs in Durban and the Transvaal. She makes a few of her people happy. Oh, she don't care about the rest at all. She's got a system they call apartheid. It keeps a brother in a subjection. But maybe pressure will make Joanna see how everybody could live as one. Oh, give me hope, Joanna. Hope, Joanna, give me hope. Joanna, for the morning come. And give me hope, Joanna. Hope, Joanna. Hope before the morning come. I hear she makes all the golden money to buy new weapons in the shape of guns. While every mother in a black Soweto fears the killing of another son, sneaking across all the neighbors' borders, now and again having little fun. She doesn't care if the fun and game she play is dangerous to everyone. Oh, give me hope, Joanna, give me hope, Joanna, give me hope, Joanna, for the morning come. And give me hope, Joanna, give me hope, Joanna, hope before the morning come.
the world tonight. I hope it's safe and sound. I'll hold you so close. Just let yourself go down. Move it down to the ground. Get out what's inside of you. Everybody have Do you believe in heaven above? Do you believe in love? Don't tell a lie, don't be false or untrue. It all comes back to you. Open fire on my burning heart. I've never been lucky in love. My defenses are down, a kiss or a frown. I can't survive on my own. If a girl walks in and calls her name in my heart, I'll turn and run away. Every day we've all been led astray. It's hard to be lucky in love. It gets in your eyes, it's making you cry. Don't know what to do, don't know what to do. You're looking for love, calling heaven above. Send me an angel. Send me an angel. Right now. Right now. Send me an angel. Send me an angel. Right now. Right now. Empty dreams can only disappoint in a room behind your smile. But don't give up, don't give up. You can be lucky in love. It gets in your eyes, it's making you cry. Don't know what to do, don't know what to do. Looking for love, calling heaven above. Send me an angel. Send me an angel. Right now. Right now.
should be the last song soon. Probably 2 more songs. No, 1 more song, then I'll slow down.
Last night I was dreaming, I was locked in a prison cell. When I woke up, I was screaming, calling out your name. Oh, and the judge and the jury, they all put the blame on me, the blame on me. They wouldn't know for my story, they wouldn't hear my plea. Only you can set me free, 'cause I'm guilty, guilty, guilty as a God can be. Come on, baby, can't you see? I stand accused of love in the first degree. Guilty of love in the first degree. Guilty of love. Guilty of loving. Guilty of love. Guilty of loving. Guilty of loving the first degree. Only you can set me free, 'cause I'm guilty, guilty, guilty as a you can be. Come on, baby, can't you see? I stand accused of loving the first degree. I stand accused of loving the first degree. I stand accused of loving the first degree.
Yep, this is the last song before I slow down.
Let's go.
Alright, thank you everyone. It's time to slow down, and this is my last song for you today. I hope you like it.
100 days have made me older.
3 doors down.
Last time that I saw your pretty face.
Here without you.
1,000 lives have made me colder, and I don't think I can look at this the same. But all the miles that separate disappear now when I'm dreaming of your face. I'm here without you, baby, but you're still on my lonely mind. I think about you, baby, and I dream about you all the time. I'm here without you, baby, but you're still with me in my dreams. And tonight, it's only you and me.
Yep, next Monday, MLTR.
The miles just keep rolling as the people leave their way to say hello. I've heard this life is overrated, but I hope that it gets better as we go. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm here without you, baby, but you're still on my lonely mind. I think about you, baby, and I dream about you all the time. I'm here without you, baby, but you're still with me in my dreams. And tonight, girl, it's only you and me. Everything I know, and anywhere I go, it gets hard, but it won't take away my love. And when the last one falls, when it's all said and done, it gets hard, but it won't take away my love.
Now watch out for my event post for next Monday's MLTR.
I'm here without you, baby, but you're still on my lonely mind. I think about you, baby, and I dream about you all the time. I'm here without you, baby, but you're still with me in my dreams. And tonight, girl, it's only you and me.
Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. Let's Talk Retrolicious. Electric Dreams 1984. Yeah, thank you everyone. So alternate Thursdays I'll be doing my Let's Talk Retrolicious. Hopefully the next week I will get some new content to play. As for next week, I will be playing on Monday for MLTR. And don't forget, Wednesdays there is always Mumbo Jumbo Tuition, and he's going to come up with more songs, more popular songs that we all should learn. You know, sometimes I listen in to his tutorial, I realize some of the lyrics I did wrong, some of the moves. So I did some corrections, yeah, from his tutorial. So yeah, very informative, and I also want to bring new content to you all. But give me a little feedback, because this is the first time I'm doing a movie review, and I just talk and babble on the whole, like almost 1 hour. So I'm not sure whether can you all take it or not, or is it too boring or what. Yeah. So give me some feedback on my post, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah. So see you next Monday. Okay. Bye bye.